Think we could take that ship in a race?
Oh. Process performing.
Incoming!
I'm on my way!
Please tell me you've... Jameson. I didn't do right by him, did I? Only cared. You understand nothing. That's not true. I'm a man of great... I'd never own up to that, though it be true. It's this place, this colony. I grew up in a Spacer's Choice township, my own personal pit of despair. Test marks were high enough, so I set to becoming a scientist. But I'd no desire to spend my life finding better ways to churn out worthless goods. My fellow Spacers looked upon it as a... Toothpaste is about making people's lives better, preventing pain. It's highly illegal to have brought the Raptidons to Terra 2. The research done on them before Monarch was left to the dregs was too You've not much idea how these things work, do you? If Auntie Cleo could be connected to what we're doing, everyone skirts the law looking for an edge, but
Warning. Pathing obstruction.
even know how you can get a kitchen this dirty with just canned food.
Nobody in this damn town knows how to clean up after themselves. You got it! I'm a good draw!
I'm working!
Working, boss!
Searching for Let me explain.
All right, here we go.
Everyone all right?
Organic materials detected on.
Oh, as if my thoughts weren't dark enough already. You can't possibly understand the magnitude of this decision. Auntie Cleo will have... Leave me be. There's nothing...
Initiating initialization sequences. Greeting! Would you like to register your SAM? Registering new owner. Captain. SAM units live to clean and clean to live. Issuing sanitation ticket. Error. Refill. Thank you. SAM. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away. Got stubborn stains.
Welcome back. How can I... What's... What do you mean? Do you... Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to, I never get bored and... It's a touch different from the ones I've seen. Shouldn't be so hard to get it patched up, though.
Reminder, large jobs take SAM longer to clean. and contaminants have been neutralized. Error. Command failure.
Heading back.
Yeah. He seems like a nice boy to me. Not many folk have big pulsating space. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. You might surprise yourself.
Battery levels are... Thank you, customer. Sam.
Okay, here we go.
Resistance to this area has been sanitized.
security patrol initiated.
I'm ready. Try something else. Ah! Oh, what is that, Pat? Ah!
SAM units never lay down on the job. Cycle complete.
Gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
Body bag dispenser empty. Please replace sack reel before disposing of any corpses.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled? Make yourself at home, Captain. Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but... that's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to... The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the... Same way we all do. Look for work and hope somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real. Oh, I can do civilized. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks. Yeah. Thanks for listening, Bob.
Destination reached. Scylla. Please avoid damaging yourself or others.
Board had an asteroid mining operation out here. I wonder what happened to him.
Let's get fresh.
I think I just stepped in something nasty.
SAM units are equipped to handle even the toughest of stains. Initiating deep burn removal now.
Whoa, hey, don't point that thing at me. Oh, I've seen one of these before. This here's, Planet Maker Upper? Terraformer, that's the word.
You name it, SAM cleans it.
Hey, outlaw. You know, you You didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now, and you might get out of this alive. Can we hurry this up? I want that ship gutted before the primals find us.
Fair warning, outlaw. I've got a daring escape plan. You are gonna love it.
Physical activity discouraged. Multiple injuries detected. Would you like another?
Lacerations are messy. Detected.
That's the last of him!
Multiple fractures, lacerations, and untreated burns detected. Signs indicative of sudden, violent crash landing.
Yep, that's me. No big deal. Just shrugging off my injuries as I... Tremendous work, friend. Here I was, ready...
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production.
I'm not terrified, you... The one and... wait, who's asking? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up... You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only further... Magnificent. And do...
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Knock you out bar.
So, how's this work? We can get a table, stand in a corner.
Employee morale is at an all-time high due to the overwhelming popularity of Chairman Rockwell's infrastructure rollback initiative. deceptions, and lies.
If you're short on bits, you can work off your tab.
What's a rare bird?
Hell if I know, but it's rare, so it's gotta be expensive, yeah? Made a good pile of bits on it. Lano, burned half of it before I got off the dock in Gantry.
Okay, so... Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's... Oh, wow! You remembered. Well, that's fruit. Bottoms up.
Purpleberry wine's all right if you require a sweetness to your spirits. Seems like a drink that would suit you, Miss.
Wow, this is really kind of... Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing? Huh. Friends give each other counsel, right? What do you think I should do about Junlei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted nav chip.
I give counsel to plenty of folks I don't consider to be friends. If you need an ear...
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. I don't know, I'd call it... It did. Oh dear.
As an avid reader and collector of rare tomes, I believe I ought to have a look at this
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think... Thinking so makes me liable to lose my lunch, Captain. I never done this before. A relationship. I need another drink. Something stronger, I'm thinking. I'm still all tense and weird inside. All right, whiskey. Woo! That smells like an unlawful union between paint thinner and propellant. Here we go. Oh! Oh, I'm gonna be sick. That's... Oh, Captain. Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the... You know I'm not interested in physical affection. That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What, just move on? Like snapping your fingers? Yeah, I know you're right. I just wish it were that easy, is all. Back in Edgewater, there wasn't no one who wanted to know my mind. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I don't want to be that person. Don't want to be cold. I want to bring... Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got... Oh gosh, I don't know, Cap. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna do it. Right when we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And...
Well, it's not like I could be elsewhere. Nor am I capable of neglect...
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? Come on.
Have you had a moment to look into that little You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around. What's that? What'd you turn up? These corporations, I tell you. Once they get an idea into their big dense heads, there's no getting it out again. Can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not, want not, I suppose. Peaches and cream, if that isn't the most handsome bit of lethal engineering I've seen all week. A shame you didn't visit old Gladys first. That would have fetched a good price. I may have thrown in a batch of my famous sugar cookies just to sweeten the deal. If Auntie Cleo's exporting wraps from Monarch, golly me, someone's going to be in the soup when they get caught. Are you positive? Honest to goodness? Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime. Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hot. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a... Now, was there anything... What? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells... I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our... Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new... That's right, dearie. The only independent... Though for how long, I can't say. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. Go right ahead. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
set foot on a whole other. And it's. I know monarchs and moons. I think it counts anyhow.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. Sorry. Business. Didn't quite catch that. You'll. Glass year? Sorry, there's a lot of. Huh. Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox, while Junlei Tennyson.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? I got a full line of weapon Why, it gets you the...
All the better for performing a little...
Self-improvement, including ones.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo. Right here for a start. No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys. Only takes a bit of elbow grease and a spot of engineering. No, most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. Ours is in engineering. A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WA... So... It get cooler in here? Good to see you. Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for... I can't thank you.
You hull-headed quack!
C&P Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst.
Step lively, Miss Holcomb.
I'm not winded. Honest. My, boot was untied.
Would hate for you to get left behind.
You weren't followed. Sure is. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the... We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank...
One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't... Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with... One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
I ain't worried if you aren't, Captain. We're not gonna have to hurt anybody, are we?
My comm center already got an update ping from the... Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at the transmission logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new... Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it. Thanks again for saving my derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
It appears...
The ship's groaning something fierce.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of Gorgon terrorists beneath ground. Report any sightings.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. Gracious. I've got a lovely...
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
are surprisingly adept in combative situations.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. Though, that whiskey did get my head aching something fierce. I wouldn't mind having a drink again. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow...